I know how I want to go out. How's that? The stranger becomes expressionless, staring off into space. Not sure how I'd be able to arrange that though. I think you might be telling me too much information right now. Like, even though you didn't go into detail, I think you should have just kept that to yourself. First of all, I just wanted to show y'all this. Like, for some reason, when I tried to download it from itch.io, it just kept only downloading the guide. And this is what the guide is. That's all it is, bro. There's nothing else. And this picture is already giving me some weird vibes, so we're gonna see what this is about. Apparently this is a horror game for people with social anxiety. I think we're at a family reunion, and this guy is pretending that he's us, I guess, and nobody cares. And so we're fighting for our inheritance? I don't know. Content warnings. This game, relative strangers, contains themes, subject matter, images, and content that may be disturbing to the player. This game is only to be played by those who are 18 years of age or older. Read the full list of content warnings below before continuing. Okay, I messed that flow up. Child neglect. Elsa? What is Elsa Gate? What is that? Animal death, strangulation, sexual content, mentions of human trafficking, gore, familial death. If you buy a kid, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I agree. As I watched them lower the coffin deep into the earth, I was, oh, these are interesting controls. This is back. I guess this is back forward. What is this? I mean, I knew what that was. Oh, excuse me? Okay, I'm finna turn this up. Like, it's hello? Hello? Okay. Yeah, hit with the reality of it all. My father is dead. Dang. He was the last remaining memory of my immediate family. Oh my gosh. Now it's just me. Dang. That sucks. Some part of my heart feels a small pain as the reality of my loneliness creeps in. Okay, now I'm gonna have to turn that back down because I can't focus. Okay, let me... okay, excuse me. The funeral director hands me a shovel, breaking me out of my thoughts. I shovel a pile of dirt, tossing it into a seemingly endless pit. Wait, we're shoveling the dirt? What? Dirt splattering against the wood is a noise I would never forget. Goodbye, Dad. That hurt my feelings, and that ain't even my dad. Anyway. I stand staring at the trees in the distance. They ebb and shake with the gentle wind. It felt in direct contrast of the mood that overtakes me. Hey there. Who the heck are you? Oh, my bad. What's up with this heavy music? Why is his eye so red? My half-brother Landon throws it. Okay. Throws up an arm in the air, giving a lazy wave. Landon wears a suit jacket with a graphic tee underneath. To a funeral? Eyeing up the shirt, bro? He gives a laugh, clearly pleased with himself. It's the new line for my podcast merch. Pretty sick, right? Yeah, pretty sick. He looks around, half distracted. I thought there would be more important people at this thing, you know? This thing? Your dad was a pretty savvy businessman. I was hoping to get in some... I can't get myself to say anything. And I'm sure any chastising would be lost on someone like Landon either way. Wake up and grind, baby. You know how it is. Chasing the dream never stops. Sure. Anyways, I'm gonna head out soon. Gonna check out that new juice bar joint down the street and see if they want to sponsor the cast. Hey, before you go, do you know where the rest of the family is? Oh yeah, they couldn't make it. Well, why not? First class seats on yesterday's flight were sold out. So they decided to fly in this morning. You know, old Mavi won't fly in economy. He shrugs non-committedly. They'll be here tomorrow though. What's happening tomorrow? Landon clams up. Oh shit, I gotta go. Juice bar is gonna close soon. Sorry, bro. At 4 p.m.? Yeah, bye, Landon. Landon leaves. In the distance. I spot a man leaning against a tree. He holds a small notebook as he writes in. He pauses as we make eye contact. Something about the way he stares at me makes me feel like I need to take a shower. But the man himself is peculiar. He has that air about him. A charisma that made him seem like he could fit in any room he walked into. The man shoots a finger gun, smiling wide, and possibly white teeth glaring in the sun. There's no sense of true friendliness to it. I shot him back a finger gun awkwardly. Yeah, that's weird. Some people at the funeral glance at me disapprovingly. I look back to the man. He's already gone. I holster my finger gun clumsily. Yeah, that was weird. I head to the office, sighing deeply. I can't believe I had to call the office myself to find out there was a will reading happening today. What executor just forgets to call a child of the deceased? I still myself approaching the front door to the law office. It seems like no amount of dread will get me out of this. Talking about my dad's father's will with a bunch of family I haven't seen since I was a kid isn't necessarily my definition of a good time. More like the source of my anxiety for 24 hours. Yeah. I think that'll make me anxious too. Or maybe annoyed. I don't know. Like both. I take a deep breath and walk into the office. A man heading into the opposite direction bumps into me, making me stumble. He grasps my shoulders, steadying me. Whoa, watch out there, Hellcat. Okay, you... Yo, what is up with you, my dude? Hello? Oh my gosh. I get a good look at the man. His blue shirt is slightly too big and definitely not ironed. He sports a fake tan and teeth whiter than paper. His smell can only be described as by equal amounts of cheap cologne and body odor that somehow cancel each other out. All in all, he looks like he fell asleep on a beach outside of a business convention. He pauses for a second, his face shifting into a shocked expression, as if he just recognized me. Oh, you're Lloyd's kid, huh? What's your name again? My name is... We're gonna go with Jim. Ah, of course, Jim. The stranger looks me up and down. Well, aren't you just a dashing young... He pauses, blank face, as if he can't quite construe my gender. Oh my gosh. Ah, of course. You're my first date thems. I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this just made me think of something that I've been thinking for a while that irritates me. And I know people mean well, but like, if you don't learn anything else from me, know this. If someone asks you, what does non-binary mean? Do not say it's a person that uses they, them pronouns. That is not the definition of non-binary. Please. Like, oh my gosh, that irritates me so bad. And I know, I guess it's not y'all's fault if y'all just don't really understand, but gender is not a pronoun. Do not say a person that uses they, them pronouns. Oh my gosh. For the love of God. I get that it was intended to be a compliment, but I honestly just don't feel like responding to it. An uncomfortable silence settles between us. Man, I heard about your father. I sure wouldn't want to go out that way. He died in his sleep? Yeah. I know how I want to go out. How's that? The stranger becomes expressionless, staring off into space. Not sure how I'd be able to arrange that though. I think you might be telling me too much information right now. Like, even though you didn't go into detail, I think you should have just kept that to yourself. He smiles at me wide and meaningful. Your father was the face of the industry. Not sure how it would carry on without him. What industry was that again? Bro, I don't know. Bro, what? I don't know, just say tech or something. He worked in the tech industry, yeah. Ah, yes. He was so influential in the tech space. I've read so many articles about how he truly changed how the whole thing goes. An honest mover and shaker of his generation, wouldn't you say? I suppose so. He spent so much time working. That old boy, Lloyd. I guess that didn't leave a lot of time for his favorite hobby. Which was... Please stop fishing information out of me. This would have irritated me so bad. I don't know, fishing. I'm gonna make fishing. Of course, he was one of the best at fishing. He made us youngins look bad when he got into that fishing flow. I remember trying to keep up with him. Keep up with him at that. Lost cause am I right? I nod slowly. Maybe I'm being judgmental, but the man in front of me doesn't seem like the type to be interested in fishing. You're thinking that I don't look like the fishing type of guy, huh? How have you know I'm one of the best? How my friends say, boy, no one can fishing like you, pal. He winks confidently, and I resist the urge to physically move away. I glance towards the door. I should probably get in there. Of course, the one quick question. And gotta be honest, I'm a little embarrassed to admit this. I've been meaning to call Lloyd's good friend, but I can't seem to remember his name. Got his number right here. The stranger pats his pocket. But in my grief, his good friend's name happened to slip my mind. You know how it is with grief. The stranger places his hand gently on my shoulder. Maybe in his head this was a nice moment, but I feel so uncomfortable. Dad's best friend. Am I supposed to make up a name for this too? Who's his best friend? Byron. Ah, old Byron, or hero, for how he took care of your father after your mother passed, am I right? Sure. When my main man, Lloyd and Byron got together to do some fishing, well, by God, they were unstoppable. Well, it was nice to meet you, Jim. You should probably get in there, huh? I don't want to hold you up any longer. Yeah, thanks. I was about to ask a strange man's name, but he was already through the door. He looked a little familiar. Maybe he was one of my father's work friends. I can't quite place where I'd seen him before. I look towards the office, no doubt already late for the appointment. I make my short trek up to the heavy doors and open them. Inside are family members I haven't seen for years. I walk into the room of family members that were more like strangers to me. Their talking quieted down as they looked at me, strange expressions plastered on some of their faces. Should I hug them or should I just sit down? What? Even Landon only glances up at me for a second. Resuming. His attention to the smartwatch on his left hand. No, that's really... If that was an example of like some like delayed decision making or delayed processing, it's just like, Should I do that? And then the moment just passes and it's like, oh, well, it's over now. Oh, hello. Please take a seat. I chicken out a hug, quickly shrinking into my seat. I wouldn't have hugged him anyway. So, well, I guess we don't exist then. I open my mouth to reply, but nothing comes out. Well, now that everyone's here, I suppose we can get started. The stranger from before walks in. Hey, folks, sorry I'm late. You know how traffic is. He moves around the room to excited faces, hugging each of them warmly and tussling Hunter's hair playfully. Oh no, that's creepy. Aunt Lisa, you became more stunning each time I see you. You don't look a day over 20. And little man Lunter, he's gonna be a lady killer in the first grade. That's a weird statement to make, bro. Lisa giggles, covers her face, her posture leaning towards the stranger happily. I look incredulously at the stranger. Landon, looking suave as ever, my man. How's the podcast lately? Owning libs? Owning the libs? Oh gosh. The stranger does a very complicated choreographed handshake with Landon. I can't help but to cringe a little. Miss G Mom Mauve, you know, I truly thought of you the other day when I saw this, and I just had to get you it. The stranger pulls out a box wrapped in satin ribbon and presents it to Grandma Mauve. She opens it and pulls out a small porcelain angel. Oh wow. She gasps in delight at the delicate trinket. Would you look at that? Now there's 2 angels in the room. Ha 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 ha. Mauve's usually stony face crinks for a second before returning to his permanent sneer. She waves her hand at the stranger dismissively. Oh, stop. Oh, you, stop it. The stranger slyly winks at me, a wide, confident smirk on his face. He then approaches the empty seat next to me. The stranger slumps into his seat, tugging at his cheek slightly too large suit jacket in a hopeless attempt to straighten it out. He then turns to me. And who might you be? Bro, don't piss me off. I know he came here pretending to be me, I guess. You know, I read the thing, but are you serious? I'm Jim. The stranger's jaw falls, his eyes go wide. His expression then shifts as he bellows out a large laugh, turning to my relatives. Oh, you pranksters, you know it's not April 1st, right? Who set this up? Was it you, Landon? You always know how to get that good podcast content. My relatives sit confused. They look at each other, determining by facial expression that no one amongst them has an answer. Sorry, my dear. What do you mean? Well, somebody here obviously hired this person to impersonate me. Okay, so the wild thing is, so they really just don't know who I am? Personality, nothing? Like, you have no idea what I look like? Cause ain't no way me and this dude look alike. He chuckles, shaking his head. It was a pretty good prank, I won't lie. But now we should get down to business, right? You are dismissed. Dismissed? What? I think there's a misunderstanding. Who are you? I'm Jim. I stare, woefully confused. Oh, of course, I thought that was you. You've grown so much. Okay, so these people haven't seen me since I was a kid. But y'all didn't know. Yeah, I clearly just didn't know these people. These people are clearly just strangers, alright. I'll give them that, I guess. But I mean, like, ain't no way me and this man look alike. Y'all don't even know what I look like? What are you talking about? I'm Jim. We just met in the hallway. You said you knew my dad. They let out a chuckle. I think you're talking about my dad. I let out a sigh of frustration. Okay, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I had to do this. I go grab my wallet out of my pocket and it feels empty. My keys and my phone are also missing. What? My family members look confused. What should I do? Landon, if you don't know what I look like, I'm gonna be real pissed. Like, you literally just saw me, dude. Landon. I turned to Landon. He's looking back and forth between his phone and his Apple Watch. Landon. He looks up, a little annoyed that I interrupted whatever he was doing. You know I'm the real Jim, right? You just saw me at the funeral and recognized me there. And Landon shrugs, glancing back down at his phone. Honestly, I was super overcome with grief, so I don't really remember much. Sorry, muchacho. I do remember you loving my podcast, though, so maybe you were just a part of the feet fanatic. What? The feet fanatics? What? He turns to Grandma Moaf. That's what I call my podcast. Rabbit fan base. 3,000 and going strong, Granny. Moaf looks confused. That's lovely, dear. Yeah, fame is nice and all, but it does come with its drawbacks. Everyone just nods. Yeah, I'm just dying to get on the cast, bro. I couldn't tell if the stranger was being serious, but Landon was eating it up. Ah, my sib. Landon sticks out his tongue, doing some hang loose, pointing hand sign at the stranger. The stranger takes out their wallet. It is a stained blotchy brown leather wallet that looks like it's on the verge of bursting. Well, I'll cut this thing short right now. I know my family's time is precious. They start the rifle through their wallet, which is impossibly stuffed with cards. They pull out a card triumphantly. They hold it up, showing up to everyone in the room. Everyone nods. Yeah, man, I knew you were the real Jim. We are podcast bros and real sibs too. Did you say man? I think you mean... Stranger begins to look confused. They lean in and whisper quickly. Hey, what is it that they... Oh, what? Like, man, but for they thems. So you want me to help you steal my name and my gender identity? Yes. I turn away, refusing to help the stranger. This is ridiculous. I stand up, body blocking the stranger from Landon's view. Okay, if this person is your sibling, you would know their eye color, right? Huh? What color are this person's eyes? I snagged the idea from the table so Landon can't cheat off of it. He looks around to other family members for help, but they don't seem to know either. Close. Not a color. Green? Final answer? Yes? I move my body away, unveiling the stranger's face. Wrong answer. Sorry. Landon huffs, looking back down at his phone indignantly. Whatever. Landon resumes his scrolling. My family looks on doubtfully. It seems I haven't won them over quite yet. I sigh, rubbing my temples. I'm sure by the end of this process, we will figure this out. The executor gives a nervous laugh. We can have the family vote on it. Oh, no. Man, this person is gonna take my inheritance. This really should have been an easy, straightforward process. I know, right? But thanks to somebody, it is not going as swimmingly as I hope. I'll deck you in your face. I won't name names, but I think you understand what I'm getting at. The stranger looks around the room, making meaningful eye contact with each of my relatives. I groan. This seriously can't be happening. I think this is just very disrespectful of my poor father. May he rest in peace. And I just think you should reevaluate your priorities to scam these poor souls, my sweet family, and walk away. I am not scamming anyone. You are scamming people. A look of shock stretches the stranger horribly fake tan face. I can't believe that you're sitting here accusing me. That's a crime, you know? Defamation of character, I believe. Executor, please pass this movement and throw that morally bankrupt person out, so we good people may conduct our business. The stranger, clearly you're bankrupt. Okay. The thing is, how in the world did this person expect to even get my inheritance anyway? Like, unless you've stolen everything, unless you've actually stolen my identity, like for real, how the heck you expect to get my stuff? Please explain to me. The stranger looks around the table passionately. Anyone who is with me say no! I accidentally raised my voice a tad too high and executed jumps. You will not chase me out of my own father's will reading. The stranger ignores me, turning to my grandma instead. Granny, that's why you have to really keep a lookout for these sly foxes. It starts with gift cards, and sooner than you know it, bam, communism. What are you talking about? Grandma Mauve nodded solemnly. What the hell is wrong with you? Language? Aunt Lissa covers her son's headphone ears with her palms and shoots a nasty look. Please, Jim, if that's even your real name, there is a small human present. It was all a favor and skedaddle before Tinter here learns any more of your colorful language. I'm not leaving. You will have to drag me out of this room. Well then, if you insist. Just try it. I'll make you regret it. For real. We can box right now. Let's fight for it, bro. And now the threat of violence? When will it end? You're pissing me off. The stranger slams their hand on the table in the throes of dramatics. The executor jumps in shock and his various post-it notes flying everywhere, sticking every which way. Ah! Oh no! Everyone looks to the executor in quiet shock. Feeling a bit bad for the mousy man, I hope to pick up some of the notes. The notes look like there are different instructions for each situation. The note I picked up was titled Crying About Death. The instructions at the bottom read comfort. Do not hug or wipe tears. It may come off as inappropriate. While handing the post-it note to the executor, he whispers to me. He told me this would be easy. Who told you? My dad left me in charge while he was gone. I know you lying. I know you're lying. I can see a sheen of sweat glimmer in the stale overhead light. He said this would be easy. The executor leans in closely and whispers frantically. But this isn't on the post-it notes. This might be the last chance that Dad gives me. The stranger perked up, somehow picking up a part of the conversation from across the table. My dad, The stranger scooted their chair across the floor for seemingly no reason. Ah, dads or fathers, as I like to call them. Yeah, okay. Who knows what they want? I do. Dad and I were close. We did everything together. A lot of the time it was just the two of us, unless of course his good friend, dear friend Byron was there. Oh my gosh, are they info dropping what I just told them from before? See, this is why you shouldn't be just giving out information to just anybody. I have to put a stop to this before it gets any further. I don't know. But getting information out before the stranger does, I don't think that's helpful. I think that just gives them more info to talk about. But also, either one is giving more info to talk about. Mother instead. The stranger doesn't know anything about Mother because I never said anything about her. So if I'm able to talk about information they don't have, I should come out looking better in the situation. My mother. Ah, yes. Mother. My mother. She was such a sweet woman. Even up to her last moments, she was a strong and fearful warrior of God. They shot a meaningful look towards Mauve and gives a sad prayer hands expression. It looks like this was a mistake. She was a true hero, saving that child from that car accident. Who knew that there would be a second car? Alyssa gasped. What? I feel at a complete loss of words. My mother died of a shellfish allergy. Ah, yes, bad impersonator. It was quite shellfish of that. I'm not even sure if I would have cared about my dad's inheritance at this point. I think I just would have left. I mean, it would take everything in me not to punch this person in the balls. It was quite of that child to get in a car accident that day. I look around the room and everyone is not in agreement. My mother, God rest her soul, was truly the kindest mom ever. Oh yes, I still remember waking up to the smell of pancakes and syrup in the morning. How is this happening? Bro. Does any Bleach fans watching this right now? Like, if you haven't watched Bleach, skip this part because I'm about to spoil some stuff if you want to watch it. And you're not caught up with what's recently happening, this is a spoiler. I'm going to put a timestamp though. Y'all remember, because it's been a hot minute since I watched it. But y'all remember that freaking last arc before this recent arc where Ichigo lost his soul reaping powers and stuff and he was like learning the other stuff or whatever. And one of the villains, he was going around attacking people, attacking Ichigo's friends, and it turned out he was like wiping their memories and replacing them with memories of him, right? So like by dang near the end, all of Ichigo's friends and family thought that this villain was Ichigo's cousin. And he was just in the house chilling with them. And Ichigo's like, bro, we don't know this man is our enemy. He's not my cousin. And they're like, Ichigo, how could you be so mean to him? How could you attack him like that? He's our friend. That's your cousin. How dare you? Like, oh my God, that shit was pissing me off so bad. Like, I felt like I was getting gaslit. Oh my gosh. Like, that arc was literally just gaslighting Ichigo those last couple episodes. It was awful. But anyway.